Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Patriot League. I'm Shae Peppler. Let's start things off by talking some hoops. After a tough start to a very difficult schedule, Navy gets their first win of the season over Binghamton thanks to the help of Brandon Venturini. Following the victory, we saw this. Great win for Navy basketball at Brandon Venturini with 26 in the interview with Pete Medhurst, who is the voice of the midshipmen and our insider. He joins us now via Skype. And Pete, Navy lost their senior forward, Worth Smith, to an injury during game 1 of the season. How has Ed DeChellis had to change the game plan with Smith out of the lineup?
He's had to do it significantly, quite frankly, Shae, and the beneficiaries have been a bunch of freshmen, quite frankly. He's gone to the big fella in Edward Alade, just a sophomore, but then coming off of the bench following Smith, he's used combinations of freshman Jace Hogan, freshman Tom Lacey. On Sunday in the victory over Binghamton, he turned to another freshman, Daniel Noe, who really played extremely well at both ends of the floor, and it gave him the confidence to play offense-defense with another sophomore down the stretch in James Hemphill, who did a solid job on Binghamton's outstanding freshman, Willie Rodriguez, and the Mids were able to come back because of those defensive stops and win the game 70-68.
Smith led Navy in scoring and rebounding last season, so a big loss, of course, with him. But two guys you didn't mention was Brandon Venturini and Tillman Dunbar, who seemed to have stepped up. Venturini with 26 points in the midshipmen's win, and then Dunbar with 6 assists and 5 rebounds. How much do the midshipmen need these guys to continue to pick up the slack?
For the first time in 4 years here for Ed DeChellis, he actually has a senior class. I mean, he's coached teams that have had no seniors on them. Last year, he had a couple of seniors. Those guys didn't play a whole lot, though. Venturini, Worth Smith, these are guys that are going to play a lot when Smith comes back, right when Patriot League time comes back around at the end of December. But Venturini's performance was everything that you expect from a senior in a tough situation, with the 26 points, the 8 rebounds, playing good basketball at both ends of the floor. Having Dunbar back, who missed the second half of last year because of the suspension, he's a guy that's not afraid to make the tough pass. A couple yesterday in transition through traffic to find cutters going to the goal. And for a team that's had an awful lot of trouble scoring when you look at their results because of the early season schedule, easy baskets, a premium for this team.
All right, quickly, Pete, before we let you go here, let's open things up. Give me your impression of the Patriot League as it stands right now this early in the season.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind from the beginning of the season, I think Holy Cross has the most talent of anybody in the league. The question is, will they be able to put it together and win a tough road game in conference? I think that's the big thing surrounding Holy Cross. It's the only thing they have to prove to us right now, because I think they have the individual parts led by Malcolm Miller, a young man from Maryland, who has really stepped up and improved his play at Holy Cross each and every year. American's going to be tough. They've gone on the road, played at some tough places. Army off to their best start ever, quite frankly, since Bob Knight was the coach and Mike Krzyzewski was a player at Army at 4-0. So those teams we expected to be good pretty early, and they have not disappointed so far.
Pete Medhurst throwing it back, the voice of Navy Hoops. Thanks so much for the time.
My pleasure.
Let's now hit the gridiron and check out a couple stars from the final weekend of Patriot League football, starting with Ross Sherman, the Lafayette running back, hit the ground for 304 yards in the Leopards' win over Lehigh in their 150th meeting at Yankee Stadium. And how about Brian Wetzel? Fordham senior wide receiver had a touchdown and 193 receiving yards in the Rams' loss to Army over the weekend. Congrats to both players, and good luck to Fordham as they take on Sacred Heart in round 1 of the playoffs this Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern. That'll do it for Inside the Patriot League. I am Shae Peppler. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody.